Hey, thought I'd share the process of how I make this cool low poly style art. Okay, so you're gonna start out with, you gotta find an image, and it doesn't really matter what you do because you can upscale it, and essentially the triangles will have a higher resolution than the actual source image, so that's a thing you can do. I start off by doing the triangle outline, so I take a color that's not in the image and very easy to differentiate between the background colors. And I start going and drawing the outlines of triangles. And just be as accurate as you can here, I use the pencil tool in Photoshop with holding shift. That draws a straight line. Use bigger triangles for areas that are kind of backgroundy looking, and then smaller triangles for your subject of the image if you have one. And you can also use smaller triangles to convey a greater level of detail than the larger ones. So I use that, if you notice, like in the face and the eyes, have a lot of tiny little triangles right there. Also use triangles on the lines of shading and of shapes. Both, I think, are good measures to go by. What else? Be careful on putting big triangles next to little triangles, because you can sort of end out with like these stretched thin triangles that are too skinny. So make sure to go small to medium to large, at least one step, so you can kind of size your triangles correctly. Okay, so now we got to fill in all the triangles. This takes a little longer. So what I use is the Polygonal lasso tool, and this just lets you create very straight lines, which is exactly what you want. And sometimes you have to click more than 3 points to make sure you actually fill the entire space, because these triangles, they're on pixels, not lines. So you have to you have to sometimes click more points. You can kind of see me doing that here and there. Anyway, use the color picker, and you can actually change the area of pixels you sample from to be a little bigger. You can average sort of the color of the triangle, and so you match it to what the color of the triangle should be, from the source image. And you can also kind of bias that based on, what the triangles around it look like, and kind of make it look better. So anyway, hope this helps you get started making some cool low poly art.